Hey everyone, this is Jaden Johnson and I'm starting my vlogging on the North Carolina A&T study abroad trip to Brazil. Right now, this is really the beginning of our trip and we are starting at, of course, the Greensboro airport, and we are on our way to Atlanta, and we have a 1 hour layover in Atlanta, and then we will be headed straight to Sao Paulo. Y'all say hi to my vlog, say hi to my vlog. Okay guys, we're in Brazil. No, I'm playing. So we're in Atlanta, about to get on the flight to Brazil. It's gonna be about 9 hours. Some of us have already exchanged our money. So the flight wasn't that bad. I was able to get some sleep in, and we arrived late in the afternoon, a little bit before dinner, where we were able to rest a little bit after getting checked into our hotel, and then we were headed straight to dinner, hosted by World Strides. So we have finally made it to Brazil. We are currently in the Brazil airport. We just got off the plane. The ride again was about 8 hours. It was something. I didn't get much sleep, but it was all right. Yeah, so we have a 2-hour drive through Sao Paulo to our hotel that we're going to be staying in. For now, everyone's just taking a little bit of a bathroom break. Yeah. So we have made it to Brazil. We have currently made it out of the airport and we're waiting on our shuttle to drive us 2 hours to our hotel in Indaiatuba. This is my roomie. Say hey, roomie. Hey. Hey, y'all. Yeah, so I will check back in when we get to the hotel. So we have made it to the hotel and we got a chance to get ourselves together and get a little rest, and now it's time to go to what we think is the mall / food court and get something to eat. Say hi to Jada. Alrighty, I will update y'all in a little. So we have made it to the mall. They have a big little arcade place for kids and a big toy machine. They also have some more popular chains of food, places like KFC, and of course everywhere has a McDonald's. But yeah, so we're just gonna explore the mall and probably get something to eat at this food court. So we are currently in the grocery store, or I'm not sure what type of store this is actually, but it has a lot of different types of things. I heard that there was a grocery store somewhere in here, but I'm picking up some snacks, not because of my sweet tooth, but because of my grade, you know? Yeah. All right, so after a long day of walking around the mall and having to find ATMs and everything, we have finally gotten to a point where we're just at our hotels and getting a moment to rest before we get ready for dinner and go to dinner. So yeah, we're meeting for dinner at 6:30, and right now I'm just exploring the hotel. The hotel is beautiful, and I am currently on the 11th floor looking at the view of Indaiatuba. So this is what I see right now. Yeah. So I will catch up with y'all either before dinner or after dinner. Alrighty, we are dressed and on our way to dinner. Do you remember the name of the place?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to a fancy place. That's what it's called, a fancy place. But yeah, so I'll update y'all when we get downstairs and show y'all everyone's face. Hey y'all! It's so cute up here. So we have been here for a little minute now, getting to catch up with everyone, and we have all finally gotten our food. And here's my food. Yes, 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 yes. I got the tenderloin medium. Yeah. So we are now at the dessert portion of our meal, and of course, I got the brownie and the ice cream. It is coffee ice cream and whipped cream, and we got some petals on there too. 5 stars, amazing. Yeah. Coming up are some of the videos from a short tour that we did before sitting in some meetings to learn about John Deere and the company. Some of the things that I learned was that the Brazil location leads HR for Latin America and that there is currently a flood impacting the south of Brazil.
And we found 5 areas that are more important for us to work on.
Day 2. Hi, Dr. Caldwell. Day 2, so we have finally made it to John Deere. And so far we had a couple of meetings, amazing people, great information. And right now we are on our way to lunch. After lunch, we continued with some more meetings on different business sectors in John Deere and their DEI initiatives, and then we continued with some activities that John Deere had planned for us for the day. All right, so we just came back from John Deere, and now we are at CESI, which is like a program for students. It's kind of loud, but I want everyone to say hey to the kids. You're so cute. And
When they start to the action,
Is it only? Who else is here? Is it only 3 of us? Yeah. Oh, sitting. So
So they blindfolded us and had us try Brazilian foods. It was all right. I did not know that I was eating pork, but it's okay. It was fun.
We can go by here or by here.
So getting to meet the kids was amazing. Even though there was a communication barrier, we were still able to find ways of communicating through Google Translate, and then some of them knew English pretty well, so it was an amazing experience. And now we are going into happy hour with John Deere, where we were able to eat some good food and really get to know the members of John Deere. Hey y'all, so we are now at happy hour with John Deere. Yeah, so we're just probably gonna grab a couple of drinks and get to chat it up with John Deere, probably about some of their opportunities and more about what they do here in Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah, we can take a seat and they're going to serve us some drinks.
industrial neighborhood. So Indaiatuba city is more to the other side. We are in the outskirts of Indaiatuba. Indaiatuba was created to help Campinas.
The factory tour was super interesting, and we got to learn about John Deere's main exports along with some of their competitors and economic aspects of John Deere. And although they didn't allow any type of recording in the factory while doing the factory tour, it was still amazing, and we got to learn a lot about how John Deere makes their equipment. Indaiatuba is such a beautiful city, and we were told that the dirt is really red because of the high amount of iron in the dirt. I just love looking at the views of Indaiatuba as we would travel from place to place. So today was such an eventful day. We're still on day 2 of Brazil. It was our second day spending the day with John Deere. Good morning. Today is our last day in Indaiatuba. It is day 3, and basically today we have checked out of our hotels. We ate a little breakfast, and we are on our way to a business tour. So that will be about 3.5 hours, and then we are going to take a 1.5 hour drive to Sao Paulo. We'll finally be in Sao Paulo. Before arriving to Sao Paulo, we made a stop at Keon Group. We got to learn a lot about their business sector and how big they are in the industry, because a lot of us hadn't learned about them before. So we are now in Sao Paulo. We are currently in Iberica Park. We just came back from visiting the Afro-Brazilian Museum. Today is Sunday and it is our free day. So we're heading to town. Taking names. Yeah, I will keep y'all updated with that. Subway. So we are catching, right now we are at the Moima and we are doing 4 stops down to the Kashara Kablan. Our free day started with brunch, and then we went to various places, the Japanese market, back to Batman Alley, and did other exciting things. Wrapping up our last day in Sao Paulo, we got to have a meeting with an executive at Bradesco Prime, one of Brazil's largest banks. Mr. Fernando Barbosa taught us a lot more about Brazil's complex economy and their economic plans on boosting it. Wrapping up our last night in Sao Paulo, Amanda and I decided to try some drinks that I found that are not widely offered in America. First, we started off with an acai Red Bull. Contrary to our faces, we both really enjoyed the Red Bull. It was very flavorful and it had a really sweet taste. We definitely think that this should be brought to America. Our next soda was Fanta Guarana, and Guarana actually has another drink that is very popular that isn't Fanta brand. And Guarana is a fruit that is very popular in South America, but not really to eat, but it is more popular to drink in soda form. And it's just a sour fruit, and the soda was very similar to Guarana. It's a pretty sour soda, but I didn't really like it, but Amanda liked it. The next juice that we tried was a Moranja and apple juice, and me and Amanda did not like this one at all. Maybe because it was room temperature, maybe because it didn't have much sugar in it, maybe both. But yeah, it was not for us, as you can see. Next, we tried just straight apple juice to try to cleanse our palates, but I think it was the lack of chill and the lack of sugar. It was just not working out for us. To really cleanse our palates, we ended up just eating some cookies that we received from the kind ladies at AKQA. The cookies were definitely the best snack of the day. So we are officially done with our trip and we are at the airport getting ready to fly back to Atlanta. So far we got here early. We got here about or we left at 5:30 a.m. and the check-in process was really smooth. There's not much people here, and yeah, we just have to go through customs and get to our gate.
You know, spread, conquer, get rich, prosper, remind the friends.
So we have finally made it back to America. We have landed in the Atlanta airport and we are just waiting. We have about a 4-hour layover until we get back to Greensboro, and we will arrive in Greensboro at about 12:30. Yeah. So we have made it back to Greensboro and we are currently waiting on our bags. And really that concludes our trip. So I'm going to say goodbye to everyone, and then I'm going to make my way home. Overall, this was a very enriching experience in Brazil. I learned a lot from Brazil's Afro-Brazilian history to John Deere's different business channels and how they prioritize diversity, equity, and inclusion. I also learned a lot about companies that I had never heard of before that were actually big players in their industries, such as Kion and AKQA. After having the chance to dive into Brazil's food, getting to know their people, and experiencing their culture and history, I feel more equipped to take on experiences abroad in my personal and professional life. 1, 2, 3.